Hi, welcome back to Knowledge Over Grades. I am your favorite math coach, Latrell Jackson, and today we're going to be talking about basic multiplication rules and tips. So, my first tip is to teach you how to use a multiplication table. This will be very, very important as you are first learning to memorize your multiplication facts because at the end of the day, they will become facts. You're not going to want to take the long way to come up with a multiplication fact when you need to know it real quick. So we're going to use the multiplication times table in order to, be able to see what those facts are, and then you'll be able to memorize them as you go along. So let's take a look at this simulated multiplication times table, and this will help me to show you how to use it. So along the top row is a set of numbers, and these will be your first set of factors. And then along the side is your second set of factors. And these what you're going to be multiplying, right? Because in the middle of this table is the product, a whole bunch of products based on where you are in the table. So right here, I landed on 100 because that means I'm multiplying 10, which is at the top, times 10, which is on the left side, okay? You see they're highlighted in blue. Let's go over here. 36 is 6 times 6. How about down here? Ooh, 36 again is 9 times 4. One more. 28 is 4 times 7. Okay, so when you have a sheet of paper that has times multiplication times table on it, you're going to use your fingers. Okay, so you're going to start at 4 and then at 7 for this particular multiplication fact, and then you're going to move your fingers down and to the right until they meet. Going to go along those lines, and then where they meet is the answer to that multiplication fact. So you should be meeting at 28. Okay, so what if you were given um, the multiplication fact and not the answer first, which is usually the case? So let's say you were given 7 times 3, right? So you can start at 7 on the side. You can start at 7 on the left side or on the top side. It doesn't matter. So if you start at 7 on the top, then you will go down to the third row. Okay, so you go down 3, and then what you land on is your product, 21. Okay, let's start again on the left side, and we're going to start at 7 on the left side and then go over to the right 3, and you land on 21. See, so 7 times 3 is 21. Let's do 9 times 5. Okay, so we're starting at 9 on the left side, and we're going to move over to the right 5 spaces, and we land on 45. So you see 5 is highlighted. We landed on 45. You're also able to get 9 times 5 by going to the 9 up top and moving your cursor down or finger down to 5, down to the 5th row, and you'll land on 45. You can also start with 5. So start with 5 and then go down to 9 to the 9th row, and you'll land on 45. So that's a property of multiplication. It's called the commutative property, which means that you can either do 9 times 5 or 5 times 9 and still get the same answer, 45. So another thing I want to point out is that you sometimes will have one product, which is an answer, one product that is obtained by different sets of factors. So let's take 24 for an example, all right? So we can get 24 by doing 3 times 8, okay? So 3 times 8 is 24. We can also get 24 by doing 4 times 6. See, that's 24 as well. Another way we can get 24 is by doing 2 times 12. See, that's 24 as well. But that's one thing to keep in mind. And 24 is not the only number that happens to. There are plenty of other products that you'll see multiple times on the table, not only because you're doing you're multiplying the same numbers together in different order, but because you're multiplying different sets of numbers together to get the same number. And as you see here, here are the three sets of factors that you were able to see on the multiplication table that are going to give you 24. 1 times 24 is not going to be on the multiplication table because I haven't seen a multiplication table that goes up to 24. So these three are mostly what you'll get. My multiplication table, however, goes up to 15. So you see 15 and 15 here. So you're probably wondering, can I have one of those? And I'm going to tell you, yes, you can have one of these. All you have to do is click the link in the description of this video. It's the first link, and you can download your very own. Another cool feature of this multiplication table is that I have the perfect squares along the diagonal of this table. This means the perfect squares are when you are multiplying a number times itself, right? So let's look at 7. So we got 7 times 7 is 49. Okay, so that is what's highlighted in yellow. Then 64 is 8 times 8. 81 is 9 times 9. So all of the perfect squares from 0 to 15 are highlighted on this table. A big help. All right, so go ahead and download your multiplication table in the description of this video.